Here's part 2 of my review. I'm back where I left off. I didn't skip ahead. I'm still here in the tutorial. Yes, this whole action sequence is a tutorial. Another thing that they added, taking bases actually means something in this game. I know that's hard to explain for some people, but here's my explanation. In the Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, it didn't matter which field you took. It just meant you took the field, or it powered down the other fields and make them easier to take. Which didn't really matter if you had a strong as hell Gundam to begin with. In this one, they have different unit type fields, like a repair field, which repairs your Gundam as long as you're in it, a partnership field, which I'll explain that later. And you also have this. This right here where I'm at is a catapult field. And this means I can catapult from this field to another field at a distance, like in an instant. Like, it's like a teleport, pretty much, if you want to get across the field faster. Oh wait, never mind. This is a partner field. My bad. Well, now I can explain the partner field. The partner field basically makes you call a new thing they added called the assist. If you're in danger, you can do this, and your friend will come out and help you out. Here you'll see the newest Gundam in the series, which is going crazy over there. I forgot his name. Bagnar Lynx. He's the newest one. And this guy I'm fighting, Frontal. Yeah, who names their character Frontal? These are from the new series, Unicorn Gundam, and Sejunjas, or whatever this thing is called. I forgot what it is. Once again, I have not seen the series yet, so I can't make fun of it because I have not experienced it. But as you can see, I took him down, and another thing, the momentum gauge, or the morale gauge. This isn't new to Dynasty Warriors morale, but it is new that you can respawn after death. Wherever you died, you'll respawn right there. As long as you have morale, you can respawn. But if you don't, or if you lose your home base, you can't respawn. So there is a downside and an upside to it. So, and once again, if you're new to this game, I would not recommend playing hard, because me thinking, you know, since it's on hard, I can just take my time. No, one hit will kill you on hard. They raise the attack bar high. And here is, this is the headquarter base, where, if you take this out, the enemy cannot respawn. This is the redeployment base. There you go. You take this out, normally a boss comes out, so when that happens, you have to deal with it as best as you can, because sometimes you'll have to fight the giant mechs. So as you can see here, I'm fighting Ribbons. Yes, that's his name, Ribbons. Not the Gundam, but the character in the Gundam. He is from Setsuna's world, 00 Gundam. So this is also back, which it's damn near impossible to lose these things if you have quick fingers. It's not even that, just common sense. But as you can see, the difficulty is not that hard on normal, but they do add up hits, because getting hit with the lasers that are constantly fired in the background does do a seemingly decent amount of damage on you. So the first thing you really want to do in this game is get an eye field. An eye field basically makes it to where you take less damage from projectile attacks. And as I meant to explain, there's a repair hanger up there that will repair your allied units. Like, let's say I had Domon and he's really weak, all he would have to do is just stand away for a while and he'll recover over time. And there is no original mode in this game either, because the whole game is original mode. And they put the original mode and the story mode from each perspective Gundam. Like, if you want to play Amuro Ray's 0080 series, like the cartoon script and everything, you just have to pick that mission. And mainly you're going to be doing the original story for the crossover. There's 300 plus missions, as I've heard, which I don't doubt it because I played like a little bit of it, and there's like a shit ton of missions that pop up on screen. You're like overwhelmed as to how many. And another thing I'd like to explain is that the music in the game is spot on beautiful. I love the fanfare. I love the way it's expressed. It makes you feel like you're in the battle. Music is everything to me. If the music makes sense, like if I'm in danger, I expect like a dangerous score to kick in. So voice acting has been changed a little bit, but some of the original actors are still here. Master Asia from G Gundam, his voice actor in English changed. You will know it. You will notice it. Domon, his original voice actor, got scrapped with the cartoon, so there's no reason for me to care. And to answer all the fanboys of Gundam Wing and fangirls, because I know I'm gonna piss them off, which I really don't care at this point. Hero is still an asshole, even in this. His dialogue is completely asshole. Like, there's some times where Amuro is talking to Judo, and Judo is like, I just wanted to talk to them. And Hero will jump in like a dick and say, oh, I would have shot you down too if you came straight at me. Nobody even invited him to the conversation, really. He just shows up in conversation. They made him a total prick in this game. So if you don't want to see Hero be his asshole self and prefer to see him just do ellipses like Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, then you may as well not even read his dialogue. Because that's all he does. He interrupts people. Also, I am kind of disappointed that they put Relina as an operator in this game. Relina from Gundam Wing. Because that could have been used for a way better character. I mean, I know we got Troa and Duo, you know, Heavy Arms Kai and Gundam Death Scythe. But I would have definitely replaced her with that kid from the desert, the Prince, or whatever his name was. He was a bit whiny, but yeah, I would have added him over Relina. Because at least it would have been another mobile suit you could use, and not the Bella of the Gundam Wing series. Also, there are some Gundams taking out too. Not to say there aren't any downsides. There have been some. Like Schwartz Bruder from G Gundam is added, but his Gundam his Gundam from Germany, Spiegel, is not in the game. What sense does that make? I don't know. And also, you can play as the common enemies, like Zaku's and all that, which they are really fun. I recommend you guys give them at least a try, except for the Dark Army. That one's the weakest one. It's like fighting with a caveman. Amuro starts off in his new Gundam, not N-E-W, but N-U, which is this. It has one wing.
What's this all about?
And
Why are you fighting?
also, the maps, there aren't that many, like, in variety, but you will hardly care after a while, because you'll be too busy just slashing it up. I recommend this game to anybody who loves Dynasty Warriors, because it is addictive. Like, there is so much to unlock. There's a development center to unlock other Gundams, which, like, in the previous game, this is also what I think is better. You don't have to collect 4 parts of the Gundam to make that Gundam. This one, you just have to get the plans by defeating that particular Gundam a couple of times. And also, you have to keep replacing your Gundam. Like, there's a rank 1 version of New Gundam, rank 2, rank 3. The higher the rank, the better its stats are. Like, rank 1 has very low stats. So, if I wanted to get an ultimate New Gundam, I would have to keep fighting and fighting. And just like in previous Gundams, if you want to get better stuff, you got to play it on a harder difficulty. Oh, and there's soldiers. Yeah, these are like the generals of the common enemies. If you kill these soldiers, the other guys pretty much pussy out and run away. Which they aren't that hard to kill, but it's best not to let their buddies run away for one reason. They have this thing that they can do, reinforcement call, where if they make it to another base, they call the entire army on you. Which sometimes I let them do it if I feel like it, but I just prefer not to. It's more of a hassle. So, and they also have leadership bases. These, well, not leadership bases, new type labs. New type labs, if you can take over these things, they raise your allies' stats so that they aren't completely stupid. And also, the firing in the game is a lot faster. It's like pew pew pew, and you can raise how many times you shoot it. Not much else I can talk about really. Like I said, you guys have to try the game to understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it's interesting. There's an online mode. There's online co-op. I haven't tried it, so I can't recommend it yet. The dialogue is spot on in battle. I love that the characters talk to each other as opposed to just saying stuff like lines from their shows. Like if you've played the past ones and you've played as Domo and he constantly says the regulations and rules of the Gundam fight, which makes no sense to what's going on right now. In this one, it'll be like, "Are you okay, Camille? Yeah, I'm fine. I got your back." They'll start talking to each other, which I think is awesome. I think interactivity between the characters is beautiful. Sometimes it makes no sense. I'm not going to say it's always perfect, but there are times where it does get annoying. So, I gotta stop this video. I've been in it too long, and YouTube will kick my ass if I do. So, stay tuned for part 3. I'll explain just a little bit more, and that'll probably be about it for my review.